This is episode number 177. The topic is affiliate marketing. How do you get people to promote your products and spread your message? My method is coming up.
This is the Red Podcast. How to take your idea and make a name for yourself within your industry and beyond. Spread your message. Attract a following. Rise above the noise. Here's your host, David Hooper.
And we're back. You ever see that one? Saturday Night Live. DJ comes out of a song every time he does it. And we're back. Probably heard it. You listen to commercial radio, but you're not doing that now. You're listening to Red Podcast. And I am back. Laurel and I took a few days off to go down to the mountains. We do this a couple of times every year. It's good to just unplug. Go somewhere where your internet signal doesn't work, cell phone doesn't work. Without those distractions, that's where you really get things done. We do this at the first of the year. That's a planning vacation where we lay out the year. We make sure we're on track with where we want to be and also on track to go where we want to go. Then take a second break. That's the one that I just got back from. That happens later on in the year. The second break isn't so much planning, but making sure that the plan we enacted earlier is still in progress. This is the Red Podcast, the podcast for influencers. If you are a blogger, a podcaster, a speaker, a marketer, if you're trying to influence somebody, you've got a message to spread, and you want to do that more effectively, this is the podcast for you. The focus is how to take your idea, make a name for yourself, and make money. I'm going to talk on this episode about making money on both ends via affiliate marketing. And what I mean by that is you can sell via affiliate marketing or have other people sell your things via affiliate marketing. I've gotten a lot of questions on this. By the way, if you've got a question, Twitter is the best way to get me, at David Hooper. If I can't respond in 140 characters, you may just end up here on the podcast, or both. As far as selling other people's things via affiliate marketing, making money that way, from an influencer perspective, nobody is doing this better than Pat Flynn. He's got a couple of rules. I'm going to take these from Pat, read them here. He says, I only recommend products as an affiliate that I'm extremely familiar with, preferably products that I've used before and have helped me achieve something. If I'm not confident in the product and I don't feel it will positively help people, I will not promote it. That's tough to do, especially if you're in the position like Pat Flynn, where people have seen that you've had success with affiliate marketing, and they have all sorts of opportunities for you to promote their stuff. Some of them very high converting offers, some of them very expensive offers. Pat's probably leaving a lot of money on the table by following that rule. He also has a second one. He says, I never directly tell anyone to buy a product. I always recommend products based on my experience and in the context of what I've done or what I'm doing. Two good affiliate marketing rules from Pat Flynn. These are things that you need to think about now. If you are not involved in affiliate marketing, go ahead and plant the flag, draw a line in the sand, say, this is how I'm going to act or not act. This is just a suggestion, and this may not be for you. By putting that line in the sand, when those offers come in, and like I said, those offers can come in quickly, and they are very tempting when you've got a lot going on. People will find you wanting you to promote their products. Send Pat Flynn a tweet. Ask him how many offers he gets pitched every week. Probably dozens, maybe even more. But by having that line in the sand, you'll know whether something works for you or doesn't work for you. When you've got this big of an audience, you can blow through that audience by sending out the wrong affiliate offer. You've probably been on mailing lists where every day you'll get an email selling some kind of affiliate offer. You've certainly heard those podcasts that are offer after offer after offer of affiliate products. It's a great way to burn through your audience, to isolate people. And if people get burnt, it's a great way to ruin the goodwill and trust that you've developed with folks. Of course, you as someone who listens to Red Podcast, you're an influencer. You've got a message to spread, blogger, podcaster, speaker, regardless of what you're doing. Most of the time when it comes to affiliate marketing, you can sell other people's stuff, but that's usually a secondary form of income. When you have a focus on spreading a message, it is far more lucrative it is far more effective to have other people being affiliates for your product. So I'm going to talk about that. How do you get other people to sell your stuff? If you've ever tried to do it, it's not as easy as it sounds. You have to have an offer that converts. And that's the first thing that I would do, is know how many people that it takes to come to your page and actually buy something. And when people talk about conversion rate, it's usually done on a percentage basis. So let's say that you took 100 visitors. Let's say that was statistically relevant, which it's not. You're going to usually want a larger sample size. Let's say 5,000, 10,000 visitors. Usually when you get to that level, you have a pretty good idea of how many people are buying your stuff. You get a statistically relevant answer to give to someone as far as how many people are buying your stuff. Again, I'm going to take it back to 100 just for ease of numbers. So let's say that you've got 100 visitors. 5 people buy your stuff. You've got a 5% conversion. You take that number, you take the product and your offering, and I'm going to get into the offer here because this is the really important part for a lot of people. You take that number, then you take your offer, and that is how you get affiliates. First big rule, if you want people to come on, you've got to make the offer attractive all the time. Every week, people come to me and they want me to sell their stuff via affiliate links. Yet what usually happens is they'll give me something like $5 or $10 or 10%. That's not going to cut it. I'm not going to get out of bed for 10%. I'm not going to get out of bed for $5 or $10. How much do you have to sell to make real money when it's a $5 or $10 offer? A lot. When you have someone with an established relationship with an audience, with credibility, with a big mailing list, that's like getting a prime storefront, Times Square property, and you're going to have to pay for that. 50% is common. Let's say you've got a $100 product. Affiliate gets $50, you keep $50. If it's a $1,000 product, affiliate keeps $500, you keep $500. On digital products, 50% is the bottom line, but that doesn't get attention like it used to. If you really want somebody in on your offer and you've got the conversion rate, you've got the reputation, you've got a quality product, these things that Pat Flynn was talking about, why not go for 100% commission? Give them all the money. You make money on the back end. And that works if, like this initial offer, you know your conversion. You know that for every 100 people that are going to come and buy your offer, some of them will go for the upsell. You give 100% commission on the front end. You take 100% of the money on the back end. So you can make a lot of money on this. Let's say you've got a $50 product, a $50 commission for a $50 sale. Pretty sweet deal for a lot of people. Then you upsell them to a $500 product and you keep all that money. You don't have to pay out 50% commission on that. You don't have to pay out more commission on that. So even though not everybody's going to go for the upsell, you're going to make more money in the end. That's one way to do it. And when you see these 100% commission offers, that's usually how it works. Here's another way, though. If you're serious about spreading your message, getting people involved with you, getting people to help sell your products, let's say it's $29.95, $49.95, 100% commission for everybody who sends that customer your way. What if you reduced it from 100 to 50 for the back end? So it's a $500 offer, you give them $250. It's a $1,000 offer, you give them $500. That gets the attention of people because most people are greedy. And this back end thing, it doesn't just stop on the second sale. You could give your affiliate 100% for that initial sale, 50% for the additional sale, and still make a ton of money, since many people, if you do your marketing right, are going to continue to buy from you. And if you really want to be generous and you're really serious about making an offer that people will have a hard time saying no to, again, take it back to Pat Flynn. This is a guy who's got an established audience. It's a big audience, and they buy what he recommends. So he's very cautious. What if you had a great offer? Something that converted, something that helped people. You gave him that 100% commission, and you extended the back end, not just for that upsell, something that you're doing right then on the initial order, but you took it all the way out for 1 year. That's going to get attention. So if you're really serious about spreading your message, building your list, getting your products out, and you're willing to take a hit to reach new people and to have that endorsed recommendation from these super affiliates, guys like Pat Flynn, that is how to do it. Pat talks about being good to his audience. Working with affiliates, no different. You want to be good to your affiliates. Don't try to nickel and dime them. 10%, 15%, they're not going to get out of bed for that. Super affiliates, they know how valuable their service is. And if you think about it, without them, you have no sale. They're rainmakers. They generate sales out of thin air. So anything that you're getting is better than nothing. Of course, this is assuming you've got a digital product. This is assuming you've got a high markup. This is assuming you've got something that you can easily replicate. Obviously, 100% commission, if your product is a brand new car, that's not going to work. But when we're talking about digital products, things that people download, when we're talking about books, ink on paper, we're talking about ones and zeros burnt to a CD, information products, it's quite easy to have these high commissions. There's so much markup. What does a CD cost? $1? Maybe less? You can sell a CD with the right information for $97. You can afford a 90% commission and still make money. Then, after that year is up, and you've stopped paying out these commissions, if you've done this right, you've got a customer that not only have you made money on, but he hasn't cost you a thing. Tracking is a big issue for affiliate partners. If you've done any kind of affiliate marketing where other people are selling your stuff and you're running the affiliate system, you're not going through some third-party tracker, this will happen to you. There will be times when sales do not get tracked. This is another reason why you want your conversion rate. I've had more than one occasion where people will send me sales. I'll know that these customers are coming from a certain place, but they didn't get pegged as coming from that place. That's a problem. When you've promised, let's say, that 5% commission to somebody, and you're only converting 2 or 3%, and you know that all your customers have come from this promotion, let's say the promotion is set for a certain day, that's the only promotion that's happening that day, do the right thing. Pay out on those. Pay out on those based on your conversion rate, or pay out on those based on the sales that happened that day. I talked about burning through customers. You can burn through affiliates, and if you get the reputation as a merchant, somebody with a lot of affiliate partners who's not honest, who's not paying out those affiliates, affiliates talk. They're not going to work with you. It is money well spent for you to make sure that your affiliates are paid. Sometimes you'll overpay in situations like this. Still, that is a lot cheaper than not paying somebody and having them talk and spread a reputation that you don't want. That is one of the biggest pains with doing your own affiliate system. Here's another one, and this is something that you're going to have to deal with regardless if it's your system or you're using a third-party system to track things. And that is that people expect return promotions. They promote you. They want you to promote them. So let's say Pat Flynn has a product. He's got a book. He has an affiliate opportunity. You could get in on that. Some people will feel that because they're promoting Pat's book, that they can go to him and have him turn around and promote something for them. If you have somebody promoting your products, expect this. And you're going to have to say no, because you're going to go back to those 2 rules that he talked about. Actually liking the product, only promoting products that you've used, and that would break those rules. As far as I'm concerned, if you're paying a commission for something that an affiliate has promoted for you, they do the sale, you pay them for that sale, your work is done. You have no other obligation, but that's not going to keep people from asking you. So expect that. Again, line in the sand, no. Not unless the offer fits the rules, the established criteria that you've already set in place. Another reason for you to get this clear on the front end, maybe even post it on your website. It's good for your customers. It's good for the people that want you to promote them. Probably the biggest downside isn't having affiliate systems fail. It's not having people that expect a return favor from you since they promoted your affiliate offer. The biggest downside of affiliate marketing is that it works too well. You get lazy, and then all of a sudden your affiliates dry up. They move on to other promotions. They stop promoting you. Then how are you getting your leads? If you're going to promote your products via affiliates, you must continue to have your own lead generations in place. You must. I've talked about this on Red Podcast before. Never have one method of distribution. Never have one company that's writing all your checks. Never have one client. You'll see a lot of people take these consulting clients that are basically just employers. They might call you a consultant. They might call you a contractor. But it's basically like working a job. Never do that. Because when those guys go away, just like when your affiliates go away, when your only distributor goes away, you are up the creek without a paddle. Always have your own lead generation that you control in place. If you've got questions about this, maybe you've got something that you want to pitch me to promote here on Red Podcast, feel free. @DavidHooper at Twitter is the way to do that. But know that I've got rules in place very similar to Pat Flynn. If you're interested in having me check out your stuff, well, @DavidHooper on Twitter, that's how to do it. Hey, on the next episode, I'm going to be talking about feedback, taking feedback the right way. You know, I've written several books. Amazon has made things hell for authors in that people can post bad reviews. I'll be talking about how to handle bad reviews, how to handle feedback. I see very smart people with very good products on Amazon. They get a piece of bad feedback. It completely destroys my perception of them and the perceptions of many people, because you see that human side when they've responded to feedback the wrong way. You should respond to bad feedback. I'm going to tell you how to do it the right way so you don't kill these relationships that you're making and people still have respect for you. That's coming up next on the Red Podcast. If you want to make sure you never, ever miss an episode, redpodcast.com has ways to do that. You can subscribe there via iTunes. If you've got an iPhone, you can subscribe via Android. It's a one-click process. Go to redpodcast.com to do that. As always, reach out @DavidHooper at Twitter. Thanks so much for listening to Red Podcast. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next episode.
You've been listening to Red Podcast, Real Entrepreneur Development. Subscribe today using iTunes, Stitcher, or via RSS at redpodcast.com.